So the max 87 rated icon upgrade SBC is here. So in this video, I'm going to be ranking every single icon that you can get from this SBC. So let's get stuck into it. For cheap and fast FC24 Ultimate Team coins, head over to MMOEXP.com, link down below, and make sure to use my code Morsi at checkout to get yourself 5% off. And we're doing it in tier list fashion. Another tier list on this channel. Some of them previous ones. The hero one, for example, a little bit controversial, a few hot takes on there. So if you do disagree with any of my kind of like suggestions or placements here, do let me know in the comment section while you're down there. Smash a cheeky like. Don't be too harsh as well. Anyway, icons, 87 rated is the max we can get from this SBC. There are a few absolute standout ones, and I'm going to be ranking them in regards to purely this SBC, not in general. So if I put, like, for example, Vidic in S tier and Veron in D, it doesn't mean Veron's bad. I'm just purely going off the actual players that you can get from this SBC against each other. So take that in mind when we're going through this. I'm going to start off with an S tier player, and probably the best player you can get from this SBC, hands down, is Mr. Fernando Torres. If you do get him, GG's, you've won it. He's about 800k on the market right now. I've actually just tried him as well. The finesse shot playstyle plus is huge this year, and Torres has that, so that ticks so many boxes already. He's also got chip shot, power header, rapid, trivela, quick step, flair. He's 4-star, with very nice pace and shooting, good dribbling to partner that as well. Definitely the headline player, and I believe the most expensive. There might be someone who's a bit more expensive than him. I'm not too sure exactly. To be fair, they might be very close to him and another player. But Torres, hands down the best one in my opinion you can get from this, and smack bang in the S tier. Let's also put another S tier player from this pack. In my opinion, Michael Essien. Okay, so a little bit cheaper than Torres, but jockey playstyle plus, power shot, incisive pass, press proven, anticipate, relentless. As a CDM, is a whole host of phenomenal traits. You could even play him as a box-to-box centre mid, but I still reckon he's definitely more suited as an out-and-out CDM. Insane defending, decent dribbling as well, pace looks good. Physicals that are just off the screen right now are pretty solid also. Very, very, very great card, and definitely rightfully belongs in that S tier alongside Big Man Fernando. We're just going to smash out some S tiers early doors. Another one, Gianfranco Zola. Finesse shot playstyle plus, dead ball, technical flair, trivela. He's got that like crazy cracked, quick, explosive body typing game with insane dribbling stats, very respectable pace, and phenomenal finishing and passing. He's a brilliant, brilliant player, and I've played against him. I've not actually tried him out yet, but when I played against him, he was a nightmare. So hard to kind of track which way he's going to go, and when he's in the box, he's a bagsman. Utilize the finesse shots, green time them if you can. If not, just smash it and hope it goes in, because he's going to bag goals for you. He's a fantastic card, and definitely belongs in that S tier alongside Mr. Torres and Essien so far. Now let's place a few players into the A tier. Up first, we're going to go for Mr. Ashley Cole. He's probably the best left back. Well, he definitely is the best left back you can get from this SBC, and he is still very usable, but right in the A tier. I think he's very, very solid. Nothing crazy in game. He's going for about 250k as it stands, but he's got pace, solid defending and physical stats, and a very, very decent pull if you are lucky enough to get this boy. Also in the A tier, I'm going to be placing, where is the man? Sieving through the list here, Mr. Emmanuel Petit. I played against Petit yesterday in the Fut Champs games on stream, and this man's an animal. He's everywhere. He suffocates you in game. Let me quickly load up his card and have a little gander whilst we're here and just go through the stats. Nice little alternate positions on the boy. Left back, centre mid, and of course CDM. I would say probably a box-to-box centre mid or an out-and-out CDM, or maybe more attacking CDM is where I would be playing him. 3-star isn't ideal. Lengthy, high. Great stats as well. Great dribbling, decent defending stats. The physicals are through the roof with 90 stamina. I know I am cutting that off, unfortunately, but take my word for it. 90 on the stam, 86 strength, 88 aggression, decent pace, and just a bully. He's a big, stocky geezer in game. I'm not the biggest fan of Relentless Playstyle Plus. It's decent, could have had better, but he also has Intercept, Anticipate, Slide Tackle, Press Proven, Incisive Pass, and Power Shot traits or playstyles. That's phenomenal. He's probably could squeak into the S tier, especially in regards to this SBC, but I'm going to put him at the very, very top of the A tier. And Ashley Cole is deep in it, looks really nice with the Jockey Playstyle Plus. We've got the Whip Pass, Technical, Block, Trivela, and Slide Tackle. 3-star, 2-stars, a bit disappointing, but at this stage of the game, there's not too many crazy fullbacks, so Ashley Cole will be phenomenal. If you get him from the SBC, I would not be disappointed. Now let's go through a few not so insane, but still respectably good players depending on the price of this SBC. In my opinion, Ian Wright has to be right because he's my boy. Mr. Perez, two Arsenal absolute legends, and Frankie Lamps and Suka are all smack bang in that B tier. Davorsuka isn't really crazy expensive, but he's still a decent card. 4-star, 4-star, left-footed. We've got Trivela playstyle plus. So if you do have him, play him with that left striker cutting in, utilising those Trivelas. He's got some decent pace and dribbling stats, but it's mainly the shooting that make him a strong advocate for this B tier. But once again, not super crazy, but just decent and respectable. I wouldn't be too disappointed if you get a player like this on the SBC. Same with Ian Wright, once again, chip shot playstyle plus. I'm actually a big fan of it. Like, I've been scoring some really weird chip shots that should not be going in with this playstyle, and even without. He is 4-star and 3-star skills, which is a bit disappointing, and he's a little bit clunkier, but still small body typing game makes him feel a little bit quicker than what the stats are saying. Once again, great shooting and decent pace on the boy. Now, Frank Lampard, realistically on previous games, has been a bit meh. But this time round, 3-star, 4-star, he's lengthy, he's a big stocky guy, can play all across the midfield, and he's got some really nice playstyles. Power shot playstyle plus, dead ball, decisive pass, ping pass, Trivela, press proven, tiki-taka. Pace isn't crazy, and he's definitely more on the clunkier side, but rely on like the outside the box shooting with the boy, unbelievable passing, decent defending and physicals, and once again the dribbling, like close control dribbling, isn't too shabby. He's actually 200k. I'm surprised he's that expensive. He's definitely, in my opinion though, a B tier icon you can get from this, but still very solid. And my boy Robert Pires could be higher up, but I feel like even with the finesse shot playstyle plus, he's still a little bit underwhelming. Not too crazy price-wise. 200k is pretty solid, to be fair. But yeah, we do the finesse shot playstyle plus, technical flair, quick step, decisive pass, very good pace, respectable shooting, nothing crazy. You might notice that let you down. I'm not the biggest fan of players who don't really have shot power to back up their shooting. For some reason, it might be a placebo effect, but Neymar in previous years, less so this year because he's insane this year. Shot power kind of threw me off a little bit. Decent dribbling, but nothing crazy. 4-star, 4-star. A pretty bog standard B tier selection. Now, the difference between S and A is a very small margin for this SBC. There's a few players in this next selection that probably could go in the S tier or the A tier, depending on how you look at it. But in my opinion, 3 fantastic cards you can get from this SBC. By the way, this is recorded before the actual SBC is released. For what I'm expecting the SBC to be reasonably priced, probably like 200k max. Hopefully less, similar to the icon in that way, because let's be real, a lot of us are going to be packing cards under that price tag. And you know, in EA, it's probably not going to be the way though. It's going to be like 300-400k, but fingers crossed it isn't. I'm going to place Rijkaard smack bang into the top of A tier. I think he's phenomenal on paper. Zambrotta, in my opinion, is going to be in that S tier, and then Barnes smack bang in A. Rijkaard looks like the craziest like centre-back CDM hybrid out of this pack. Intercept playstyle plus, power shot, anticipate, Trivela, block, decisive pass as well. Very nice solid card. However, he is big and bulky and clunky. Once he gets spun in game, he's spun. Like, I've played against him a few times. I'm able to do the quick control dribbling around him. However, as a centre back, I think he's really solid. Give him a Shadow Chem style, utilise the defending, the physicals and the pace here. You're going to be absolutely fantastic. Great dribbling stats for a big bruiser centre back. I think he's a brilliant option. Not quite in S tier, but definitely top of the A list in my opinion. John Barnes, I'm a big fan of technical playstyle plus, and this man, even though he's not as expensive as some of the cards, could find his way sneaking into the S tier just about. He's sticking his head just in there, kind of peeking over the line. But technical playstyle plus is insane. Finesse shot playstyle, we've got quick step, Trivela, incisive pass and flair. Brilliant little selection here. 4-star, 4-star, left footed. However, he's a little bit clunky in game in regards that he's a bit stocky. Technical playstyle plus definitely helps that though and makes him feel a bit quicker. Very reliable shooting, decent passing and physicals as well. Brilliant card, and rightfully belongs in the A tier. And then Zambrotta, I'll put him in the S tier because he probably is one of the best right backs on the game right now. Like, I don't see many players kind of beating him. You got more meta players like Walker potentially, Hakimi's, those kind of guys. But Zambrotta as like an all-rounded right back, unbelievable. 500k, I thought it would be more expensive to be fair. Could have had a better playstyle plus, but not too shabby. Goes all game. Block, slide tackle, press proven, 4-star, 5-star. The stats aren't mind-blowing, but trust me, he's insane. He's so good in game, and if you're lucky enough to get him, you've probably got one of the best ones there. He's going to be in your team for a very long time, and he will be undroppable for probably a good few months in my opinion. But yeah, these guys, once, as I said, very small margins separating S from A. Let me know your opinions down below. And I quickly fire through the worst icons you can get from this pack. If you pack any of these, apologies. They might still be usable. Don't write them off quite yet. Some of them aren't too bad, but they're definitely the bottom of the barrel. I'm not going to put them in D. I'm going to put them in C. I'm going to stick to the top 4 here. It is going to be Henrik Larsson, Even though he has the hair trait in game, unbelievable locks in game, and might be just sneaking into the B tier, I currently think he is in the C. Same with Trezeguet, same with Kluivert, and same with Rush. Unfortunately, they don't really have a lot going for them. Larsen's probably the best out of all of them. Finesse shot, chip shot, playstyle plus. 3-star, 4-star, he's got the pace, really good shooting, good dribbling, decent hairstyle, as I said. 3-star, 4-star isn't great, but definitely like towards the top of that selection. David Trezeguet, it's unfortunate for the boy because he's too big, too slow, and too clunky. Great shooting once you get him in shooting positions, but being real, nowhere near as good as any of these other cards. Same with Kluivert. Once he's in the position, he's clinical, but he's quite powerful, to be fair, like running in behind, but still more on the clunkier side. Definitely not the greatest play styles for the boy. He does a 4-star, 4-star go in his favour. If you do pack him, I would give him a go. No harm in trying him out, but definitely better. Same with Rush. Probably the least hyped out of any of these. 3-star, 4-star, high medium. First touch playstyle plus, finesse shot, not bad, I guess. The ball control's okay, but once again, a little bit slow and a little bit lacking in most meta departments. I think these guys are probably the worst that you can get. However, I'm a big fan of Henrik Larsson. I'm tempted to sneak him into B, but for now, for the sake of this, very, very top of the C tier. So another man into the A tier is going to be Nemanja Vidic. Very, very, very solid centre-back at this stage of the game. We've got bruiser, aerial, block, jockey, power header, slide tackle, playstyle plus, 2-star, 3-star's fine. Look at the defending stats. Absolutely cracked. Great dribbling as well, decent pace. If you get him, stick him in your centre-back spot and he'll do absolutely fine for you. Another centre-back who I'm tempted to put in A alongside him is Sol Campbell. Do we do it? I'm going to do it. He's probably towards the bottom of this list, but still, once again, if you get him, definitely use him in your team because he is cracked this year. Slide tackle, playstyle plus, block, bruiser, aerial, 2-star, 3-star, same as our boy Vidic. Not as probably well-rounded as Vidic. Definitely a very solid shout though. Great defending stats. Not as good with the old dribbling here. Mr. Vidic is definitely better in that department. Once again, pace is looking good. And once again, a really nice icon you can get from this, almost 300k, is definitely a W. Luis Hernandez, even though he's not the most expensive icon available, 200k, I still reckon he could squeak just into the bottom of the A tier. Mainly because of the pace, the dribbling, and the shooting. It's essentially what you're getting for the boy. He doesn't really have any like decent finishing playstyle, which is kind of disappointing. We do have chip shot and Chavella in there, but still, the dribbling, the pace, and the shooting combination, you can't overlook it. Especially at this stage of the game, it's going to be very solid and rightfully belongs in that A tier. So we are getting through it quickly here. I'm going to put another man into the S tier, and that is going to be Claude Makélélé. Now this guy is expensive. He's 569k. We've got block, playstyle plus, intercept, relentless, press proven, slide tackle. I reckon he could be one of the craziest out and out CDMs right now. Low high work rates. He is a defender, but like an annoying, quick, really fast midfielder. Like the dribbling's phenomenal. The balance, the agility, the reactions, the ball control, the composure. The defending stats also crack 90 interceptions, great slide tackle and stand tackle here. Pace on his side as well. Physicals are great with 90 stamina, 83 strength, 87 aggression. Like what a player. If you get him, absolute W in my opinion, and smack bang in the S tier is where he belongs. Another man who I'm close to putting in the S, but he's going to be towards the top of A, is Michael Ballack. Really well rounded. He is almost Hooligan minus the defending. Power shot playstyle plus for those long shots is nice because he's got great shot power and long shots. Decent finishing as well. Would 100% would play him as a box-to-box centre mid. Medium high work rates make it a bit tough to be box-to-box. He's more defensive naturally, but still a really nice card. Good dribbling, good defending, great shooting, and he's just an absolute presence in the midfield this year. So definitely a decent card. Now the remaining selection here are pretty bog standard, and I can't see any of these guys really hitting the A tier. So what I'm going to do to round up this video quickly is put Roy Keane, Clarence Seedorf, Xabi Alonso, Gattuso, Crespo, and Big Man Veron all in that B tier. Let me quickly move my camera down here so you can see it actually. All of them are decent. Like, let's not get it twisted. They're usable cards at this stage of the game, but all of them are lacking a little something. Not a lot of pace in Xabi Alonso. Same with Big Roy Keane here. Clarence Seedorf looks well rounded, to be fair. Decent card, but nothing crazy. Gattuso as a CDM, not too shabby. Decent play styles, but nothing insane. Veron, more of a box-to-box centre mid in my opinion. Great long shots, great shot power, great passing, but still not amazing with that lack of balance and agility. And Hernan Crespo, he's okay, you know what I mean? Finesse shot, we've got power header. He could be phenomenal for you if you pack him and use him as a striker, especially at this stage of the game. He looks very good. Great finish, dribbling and pace, but not on the level of these guys in the A tier. So that is going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this, and do let me know if you are opening the pack who you get from yours. I'm going to be doing it, of course, on my account and my RTG, hoping for Torres and SEN. Of course I am. I wouldn't mind a Zola, Makalele. To be fair, any boys in the A tier and a fair selection of the B, I'm not too phased. And let's hope they don't make it super expensive as well. But I've been Morsey. Subscribe if you're new, guys. I'll catch you soon.